You cannot create a wardrobe you haven't even properly built yet. That is why. Can we have an honest conversation? Like some of you are forcing yourselves to work with what you have when what you have barely works. Somewhere along the way, the internet took a very good point and dragged it into the ground. Now, everywhere it is don't buy more clothes, work with what you have, capsule wardrobe minimalism, which is beautiful, by the way. Don't get me wrong, I do get the point. I mean, buying random things that don't make sense every week is in style. Having mountains, heaps of clothes, and still looking random, that is in style too. But here's the part nobody's saying properly. That advice only works if your wardrobe already works. And some of you, your wardrobe doesn't work at all. Like, let's not dance around it. Some of you open your wardrobe and it is genuinely giving in the sense that you have clothes, but nothing is really happening. And you see that feeling. I know how frustrating it can be when you open your closet, you stare at it, and you have so many clothes, but nothing is really working. Now, this is because your wardrobe has no structure, it has no direction, it has no functionality, no identity, no clarity, just random clothes, random jeans, random tops, random dresses, shoes you barely reach for, bags that doesn't work with your lifestyle, pieces that look good on someone else but doesn't connect with your actual life. Now you're forcing yourself to work with what you have when what you have barely works together. That's the real issue. Now I need you to stop feeling guilty for recognizing that because the internet will make you feel shallow for wanting more clothes. Meanwhile, you see those people saying don't buy more clothes, they already figured their wardrobe. Their wardrobe already has structure and functionality. Their closet already has range. Their closet already has quality basics. Their closet already has versatility. It has the staples that they need. They have pieces that support their lifestyle. So now they can say, oh, I don't shop more, don't buy more. Now, I wouldn't want you to feel bad about yours if you're not there yet. What you need is structure. And you're not failing because your wardrobe still needs building. You're just in a different phase. That's it. Because some of you skipped the wardrobe building phase and jumped straight into I want to consume less. Consume less of what exactly? Because right now, your wardrobe has no foundation and nobody says this enough. You cannot create a wardrobe you haven't even properly built yet. That is why every outfit is stressful, feels stressful. Decision making going to an event, what to wear, seems confusing. You are always in that confused state of I don't know what to wear. I don't have anything to wear. And technically, you do have clothes, but you do not have options. Big difference. You don't have pieces that work interchangeably. You don't have pieces that can elevate each other, pieces that have range. Every of your outfit is always fighting for survival. Now, let me tell you something people don't say well enough. A weak wardrobe affects you mentally more than you think because when you constantly feel underdressed or you feel disconnected from how you look, like your outfit doesn't fully land, you're not settled in your outfit, you start shrinking without even realizing you are doing it. You become hesitant. You overthink yourself. You don't fully express yourself. I know clothes are not the most important things in life, obviously not, but they are part of how you move through the world. Presentation matters, and people notice whether they admit it or not. You can feel it when somebody looks settled in their outfit. You can feel it when somebody looks intentional, in how they look well put together and how they show up. And trust me, people respond to that immediately. And not because clothes somehow make you superior, but because intentionality communicates something. It communicates awareness, it communicates taste, care, intention, clarity, direction, standards, even confidence sometimes. And I honestly think that some of you spend so much time in trying not to care that you have disconnected from the power of presentation completely. Like now we're acting like wanting more or wanting to look good is vanity. Girl, please. Like half the time it's never about vanity, it's about alignment. Because let's be honest, some of you have evolved mentally, emotionally, physically, even financially, but your wardrobe is still stuck in survival mode, stuck in old trends, stuck in your old habits, your old insecurities, old versions of you. And every time you dress up, you can feel that disconnect, that feeling of something just doesn't land. Exactly. Now, this is because your wardrobe hasn't caught up to you yet. Now, instead of you addressing that, you keep trying to convince yourself that you don't need more clothes. Maybe you actually do. Not excessively, not recklessly, not impulsively, intentionally. And there's a difference because this conversation is not about going shopping every weekend. No, It's about building a wardrobe that finally supports your actual life. A wardrobe with enough range that you don't feel trapped in the same old looks, in the same three looks all the time. Now, that will require you to buy more clothes, not because you're materialistic and you know, but because your wardrobe has gaps. And some gaps cannot be mindseted away. Let's be serious. You cannot style your way out of a wardrobe with no foundation. You need actual pieces, the right pants, the right outerwear, the right shoes, the right pieces, the right fits, the right fabrics, the right statement pieces, the right basics. You need clothes that actually work together. You need clothes that support each other. That's how wardrobes become functional. And once your wardrobe starts functioning properly, that is when the buy less advice becomes easier, actually works, because now you're no longer shopping for from desperation. You are no longer panic buying. You're no longer chasing trends. You're not buying random pieces. You are now intentional. You now have clarity, identity. Your wardrobe has structure. You can now edit better. You can now shop slower. You can now become more intentional, because it's what we are trying to start from chapter 10 and you wonder why when you get dressed you feel miserable. No, that's because your wardrobe has no structure. So you build first, then refine. That's the order. And honestly, as your internet intentional sister, I need to say this to you all: stop gaslighting yourself. See, it's okay to admit that your wardrobe isn't working. It's okay to admit that you constantly feel repetitive in your outfit. But what isn't okay is pretending that everything is fine when it clearly isn't. I want you to have a wardrobe that actually supports your presence, that supports your lifestyle, your growth, your identity. I want you to open your wardrobe and see possibilities, not stress, not confusion, not disappointment, possibilities. And that takes honesty, that takes intentionality. And yes, sometimes that takes buying more clothes, but this time intentionally, not emotionally, not randomly, not because someone else has it, but because your wardrobe deserves to finally make sense to you. So, no, I am not anti buy less. I just feel like some of you are trying to work with what you have when what you have actually doesn't work. I think some of you are trying to minimize wardrobes that were never fully built in the first place. And that is why nothing feels like it is working. So build the wardrobe first. Give your wardrobe a structure. Then you can simplify from a place of fullness, not lack, not confusion. And trust me, there's a difference.